We're back.
Yes, we are.
We are indeed, and we're back with a mystery product. Mystery product. Well, it's not a mystery actually. I know what it is, but you don't.
All the funds.
So, this little number here is from a company called Foraged Fire
It is
Foods.
indeed. And the very lovely gentleman who owns and runs that company is one of our Nuke family.
He is Tim Greaves.
Yep.
He came round actually, and he picked up some plants because I had a bit of an excess of plant. Well, I've still got a bit of an excess of plants, if I'm honest, but more plants than greenhouse. And in exchange, he gave me this. This is. Let me get this right, because he sent me some pictures of the labelled version. Now I'm going to try and show you. I don't know how well this will work. Horribly by the look of things.
Too much glare.
Yeah, it's overexposing on the camera. Let me. I'm technical. Give me a moment. One moment, caller.
I'd offer some hold music, but nobody wants that.
Let's turn the screen brightness down. There we go. Foraged Fire Foods, Bhut, Jolokia and Wild Plum, with Indian spices and garlic. It's a hot pickle. So, what is in this hot pickle? Luckily, also a picture of the ingredients as well there. So, we have Bhut Jolokia chili, 30%.
That's quite a lot. I think hot, potentially,
Spicy.
is, yeah.
Doesn't finish there though. Red habanero chilies.
Ooh.
Hot and stingy now. Rapeseed oil, lemon juice, garlic, wild plum puree of 3%, which consists of wild plums, Prunus domestica subspecies, Insistia variety nigra, 98%.
So that means they're dark plums then.
Yep. And salt, which will be the other 2%. Yellow habanero chilies.
More habaneros.
Yeah, just in case there weren't enough already, you know. Damson preserve.
Ooh, and now we already know how well damson works with hot, don't we? Because we've
So that's damsons and sugar. So
lovely.
that's great. We have some apple cider vinegar, some spices, and this next bit, I didn't have my glasses on when I read it. Okay.
I know what's coming.
We have some ginger, and then what I thought was calamari juice when I initially read the ingredients. And I thought to myself, bold move, you know. Not seen that done before. And then I reread it, and it actually says calamansi juice, which made a bit more sense when you look at the bit in the brackets that calamansi juice consists of. Citrus X microcarpa, because I thought, well, calamari, I wouldn't describe it as citrus.
No.
So yeah, that's kind of
have a
why I
with
reread
it,
it. Wild mustard seeds, wild garlic, which is wild garlic and salt, mustard, red pepper flakes, just in case you know the other chilies weren't enough. There's also green chilies, dried dandicut chilies.
Ooh, interesting.
I don't know what they are. I'm going to have to look them up.
Either.
And some sea salt. So that is what's in here. Now, Tim, as his company name might suggest, does a bit of foraging.
He does indeed.
And
So he is a chef who likes to forage.
he likes a good forage. Oh, watch out, ladies. And he went and foraged the all the wild ingredients himself, which is a skill to have, definitely. I'll become good friends should a zombie apocalypse ever be upon us. And he did the ferment on the plums. So that was a lacto ferment, so using the lactobacillus, which is part of the fresh ingredient, to power the ferment through, and then obviously you have a little bit of salt there to give it a microbial hostile environment.
Science.
Yeah, it stops stuff growing in it. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, so just looking here, yeah, forage he likes to forage wild plums. I won't say anything. Mustard seeds are largely wild and harvested by hand.
So that's, yeah. I think it's great because it takes it again, you know, there is so much that goes into it, isn't it? It's not just thinking about the ingredients that go together.
No.
It's the effort, you know, it's not just like you're buying in ingredients or even growing them in your own garden. You've got to go out and find these things and find them in the right quantity to balance the product that you're making.
So
it's a real art form, I think, isn't it?
I think you probably develop like a geographical knowledge of the area, and you kind of learn where stuff is. So when you need it, that's where you head.
But there's lots of goodies, isn't there?
That's a big list of ingredients, and you can see there, it looks like a fairly fine pickle. It doesn't look like junky. Looks quite fine. Which would make it
absolutely ideal.
Yeah, great for poppadoms and that sort of stuff if we're going down the Indian.
Yeah, and like I said, it's suggested it's like, you know, Indian spices, isn't it?
So, oh, yeah, smell that.
Definitely the Indian influence there, isn't there?
Absolutely.
That's lovely. There's a nice sort of balance. You can smell the cider vinegar, but it's not overly vinegary smelling. But
I smelt that, and immediately I'm salivating.
Yeah.
Because I just naan bread, paratha, poppadoms.
Spoon once in.
So, knowing how many chilies are in there, I'm not I'm not going to go in too heavy. I'm going to go for about half a spoon. Because there's a lot of chilies listed in the ingredients.
There are quite a lot of chilies in there. I'll probably go for about...
And we've still got other videos to do. So that's the amount. What you got? Yeah, you gone for about the same.
About the same.
Okay.
But it's got a nice balance, nice sort of layer of oil on there, hasn't there, as well, which is
let's
good.
Before the oil gets everywhere.
Let's give it a go.
Pickles are fatal. Right.
Yeah, that's got a bit of warmth to it, isn't it? It's kind of creeping. Yeah, it's quite nice. It's got sort of a slightly salty and sweet that happens as you first sort of take it in. Getting the mustard seeds, getting all of the Indian spices going through there. It's actually got a slightly, sort of a slightly coarser texture. But again, you know, that's fantastic that it would hold up really well with, like you said, poppadoms. I definitely have that on the side of something. It's actually quite a nice balance. Sort of, it's not too vinegary for something where you've got a ferment in there. I was expecting it to have a little bit more of the vinegariness to it, but it's actually really quite sort of mellow in that respect, isn't it? And then you've got obviously the fruit is sort of sitting bringing it all together.
We've got your typical kind of ingredients for an Indian pickle in there, which, you know, the spice-wise, you know, you're probably looking cumin, coriander, fenugreek, that kind of...
And the mustard seed, obviously,
Yeah, a little bit of cardamom, maybe, you know, those kind of typical spices going on there. That's fine. Then you get this little layer of something, and you sit there and you think to yourself, what's that?
I'm going back
It's
in.
the plum.
Yeah.
And that plum...
Actually, I can't. I mustn't double dip.
It's quite a clever... it's only us eating it, it's fine. That
You saw
plum's
that, no.
quite a clever note. It gives it a whole depth of flavour that I've not had in another Indian pickle. You know, I've had some really good Indian pickles, but that depth of flavour there,
It's just that
it's really interesting.
that slight natural fruit sweetness. It's not like oh, it's actually got my nose running this time.
Yeah,
It's not like a mango chutney, syrupy sweetness.
no, it's
You've got the texture there, but
the
you've just got
damson,
this.
the plum. It's really quite clever.
There's a fruity there, but it's a very savoury fruity. But you've just got that little slight.
Could be the
salty-
calamari.
It could be the calamari, yeah. But it's that slightly salty, sweet thing that goes on just as you sort of pop it in your mouth.
That fantastic
Oh, that is
on
second spoonful.
poppadoms, like I say, naan bread. You imagine a keema naan, right? Tear the naan, open it up, a little smear of that on the inside. Oh, wow. Heat-wise for you?
3. Pushing a 4 actually on that second spoonful.
I would
It's a
say,
bit of a builder.
I mean, it's got the naga burn. Starts off low, ramps up.
Yeah.
So that's quite interesting. I'm getting a little bit of the habanero tingle going on.
It's that sting, isn't it, that you get at the front and the sides.
The burn is here. That will be the naga. So yeah, for me, maybe a 3. Like you say, I think if you had more of it, it would probably build to a crescendo. Probably around 4 maybe. But yeah, on initial tasting, a 3 for heat.
Good balance of flavour there, though.
Your mileage may vary. Okay, if you were not a chili head and you tried that, that'd be a 10.
Yeah, definitely an 8, 9, 10, yeah.
No, it'd be a 10. It'd be the hottest thing you've ever eaten. That would be scary to you
That has really got me
As
going
a-
now.
as a non-chili head. If you like chili, you know, and you nibble the odd jalapeno, probably a 5.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's not an uncomfortable burn at all.
No.
It's a very nice but
Very
very
pleasant.
flavourful.
Great flavour to it.
And it's not all heat, is it?
No. Yeah, so I'm just gonna double check here and make sure that I get the right web address. So you can get him on Twitch, the Insta books at Foraged Fire, all one word, and you can find him on the interwebs at foragedfire.co.uk. He's up and running now. Got to admit, I haven't actually checked the website. I've been a bit busy this morning, but
I think we will be checking the website though, most definitely.
I know for sure that he's got products on there. He's even sent me a video of him making stuff. I mean, wow. Yeah, go and check it out. If you like your Indian pickles, you'll like that, definitely.
Yep, so it's actually lovely to have something from another local producer as well.
And They're a nuke chili head.
Yeah, and a fellow chili head, yeah.
Excellent. So, I think that's quite enough from us for now.
Indeed.
Thank you ever so much for watching.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Take care.
And we'll see you in the next one.
And her nose is still running.
My nose is still running.